Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be working on a farmhouse wreath. I think it's going to be a farmhouse wreath. So we have this sign, and then I'm going to use this ribbon here and the sunflower ribbon. We're going to add some sunflowers to this wreath, and then this matches this ribbon. So, and then we're going to use one deco mesh roll, and I'm going to do the poof method. And this is the wreath form we're going to use, okay? So let's get started. Let's go ahead and clean this up, get out of the way. Hope everyone's doing good today on this beautiful sunny day. Clean that up a little bit. Okay. So we're going to do the poof method today. Get this unraveled. I really like the poof method because the wreath kind of stays in the circle, but also it's not thick. Some people don't like it, and it doesn't create a big wreath. Some people love big wreaths, some people don't. I'm just I just do either or. I really like both of them. So when you do the roll method or the curl method, or I really like the poof method too. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just start with the first, pick whichever one you want, and then we're going to twist. Okay, we're going to secure this later with a zip tie, okay? So we're just going to measure 10 inches. So I'm going to start at 18, so I'll go all the way to 28. And then we're just going to open up the twist tie, and then we're just going to place it down, and then we're going to twist it, okay? And then you'll take the poof, and then you'll just, voila, it's a poof. Okay, so then we're going to do the same thing all the way around. So I'm going to measure 10 inches. Next one, place it down, and then twist. You can twist 2 or 3 times, up to you. If you're using pipe cleaner, you definitely want to twist a little more because you want to make sure it holds it down, okay? I got this wreath form from Craft Outlet. I just like their shop. I like theirs, and I mean, there's so many out there that I love. The Wreath Shop. If you like greenery, there's Greenery Market. I mean, there's so many out there. And then you have your local Hobby Lobby, Michael's. It's up to you where you want to get your stuff from. So we're just going to do the same method all the way around, okay? This is a brown deco mesh with white stripes. So all I'm doing is measuring 10 inches. And I'm slow. I take my time. I'm really slow. If you want to hurry, you can just go ahead and put it on pause, put the video on pause, and then just fast forward this part until, you know, if you get ahead of me, or you're working with me at the same time, or you're just watching, which is fine too. Wreaths are just so pretty to be on your door. I think I just love them. I really like a deco mesh wreath too. I like florals as well. A floral wreath, a grapevine wreath, and I'll probably make some. I'm gonna definitely make some, so that way you can watch me make some. I'm making this farmhouse wreath. I call it a farmhouse wreath because of the ribbon I'm using. Sorry, I drag my G's. Because a friend of mine wants a farmhouse wreath, so that's what I'm doing. So we're gonna get to so we got to the first one that we did. So we're just going to untwist, place this down, push it down, and then we're just gonna retwist, okay? And then we're gonna make our little poof. There we go. And now we're gonna go down to the first one you see, which is this one. Just place it in there and then just twist it, okay? And we're gonna do the same thing again, okay? We're gonna do 10 inches. Go to the next one. And then twist. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna keep doing that all the way around, okay? I just take, I just look at which one I'm on, and then I measure 10 inches. So I was just on 16, so now I measure it all the way to 26. Go around. So there we go. I'm on 17, go to 27, go to the next one. You know, springtime, when I used to sell, I used to do craft fairs, and there's a lot of craft fairs right now going on, I noticed, and do I miss those days? I miss, the setup is a lot. You do have to, you know, you have to take your, where you're gonna hold your racks at, or your wreaths at. You have to take your racks and your displays, your everything, and then it takes a long time to set up. If you're into the craft fairs, that's great. I was into it, and then it just, for me, it just became too much because I have a full-time job, and it just finding time to really work on wreaths, and then taking them and having that one day all day selling. Sometimes it's more than one, it's a couple of days. I loved meeting a lot of people. You meet so many people on a craft fair. Oh, my light went off. Let me go ahead and put that back on. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, so as I was saying, there's a lot of craft fairs going on right now, and yes, if you're a crafter and if you're out there doing craft fairs, good for y'all. You meet a bunch of people, and everyone's just so nice. So, okay, so I'm still just going around the wreath, measuring 10 inches. Okay, and then we're gonna get to our last one. I'm on 16, and I'm measuring to 26. Okay, and then we're at the first one we did on the bottom. And then I'm going to place it, untwist, and then place it in there, and then just, okay. Now here, I do things different. I mean, it's just what works for me. You can continue on, and then you can measure 10, and then you can go down to the bottom one, like so, okay? So do you see how it hides it? You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, okay? So just untwist the bottom. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to hide the visibility of the bottom of the, you don't want to see the wire. Okay, so go to the next one, measure 10, and then we're going to go to the next bottom one, untwist, and then place it down, and then just going to unfluff a little bit, or just try to create that poof, okay? So we're gonna do that again. What I normally do, or I'll show you another wreath that I do. I actually do cut that part and then just go on to the neck, and then just create a whole new line instead of doing it this way. I'll show you on another wreath. But the reason I kept this one is because I like the way that it's showing on here. So there's your top and there's your middle. So you just want to gather it and okay? And another reason I like the poof method is if you're doing craft fairs, and I mean, it's up to you if you want to do the other where you use 2 rolls. This one you only use 1 roll, and that's and the cost of the wreath is less for you, but the creativity or the design is still the same. I mean, you're going to create a gorgeous wreath, I know it, and then you can sell it for the same price, but the cost of your supplies is not as much, so you're making more profit. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm taking it into the middle, and then untwisting the bottom one, and then just placing it in there, and then just creating that poof, okay? And then again, we're going to hide some of the gapness also with our ribbon. And we're going to have, like I said, we're going to actually do sunflowers in this one. Artificial sunflowers. Okay. There we go. Go to the next one. I'm on 17. I'm going to measure to 27. So take it in the middle, like so. Undo your twist tie, and then, okay. Go to the next one. Untwist. You know what? You don't have to untwist if you don't want to. I do. Whatever works for you, okay? Your design, your wreath, whatever works for you. Okay. So now I'm on 17. Actually, no, I'm on 16. Measure 10. Take it in the middle. And then just bring it down. All right, okay. And there we go. We're finished. Let me take my scissors. Going to cut. Just bring it out. Okay. We're going to take a twist tie. And this is optional. You can even do a pipe cleaner if you want, but take it through the bottom, the end, and then the reason I cut a little more is because I like to gather both mine and then twist under, and then take my twist tie, take it under the middle part. Hold on, let me get it this way. Take it under the middle part. You can also do 2 twist ties if you want. Well, if I can get it. Okay. There we go. And then just pull it down. You can also use your, I have these pliers that you can also use to pull on it, but it worked with my hand. So take my cutters, cut, and then this part here, you can the end of it, if you can see that, I just tend to just push it over so that way if someone tries to grab it, the wreath, when they're handling it, that won't poke them. Okay, alrighty, and there is our wreath base. Okay, hope y'all. All right, so now we're going to work on our, I'm just fluffing it just to, it's pretty, huh? So now I'm going to work on the ribbon. Let me count them real quick. So there are 10 ties on the bottom, and there's 8 on the top. So we're gonna go ahead and do 18. So we're gonna cut 9 of each roll, okay? And we're gonna do 13 inches. I'm gonna show, this is also a quicker way. I have a little tablet that has 13 on there, and then you just take them all and then you just wrap it around, and you can cut them really quickly that way too. If you have that, you can use that. But I'm just gonna take my 1.5 inch rolls, both of them, and then I'm gonna measure 13 and then cut, okay? So I'm gonna start, you can start all the way over here, but I wanna make sure y'all are able to see this. So I'm gonna start on 10. Still trying to figure out where to put my camera on the videos. So anyways, we're gonna start at 10 and I'm gonna cut to 13. So that's 23, I'm doing math today. Again, we're gonna cut 9 of these. It's 2. Let me bring the maker, put my ribbon on there. Actually makes it easier to drag over. If I can try to do it the same way. Okay. You can even use your easy bow maker to measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. One more. All right, so we got that one. Now we're going to take our other one, sunflower ribbon, and then I actually have one open. Let me grab that. This is that one's already cut. This is a black and white stripes. It's farmhouse to me, so that's one of the reasons that I call this a farmhouse wreath, is because I'm using I'm using this ribbon in the design along with the sunflower ribbon. So I'm gonna call it a farmhouse wreath. Okay, so let's see if, oh my God. Okay, that's one of the reasons you never throw away ribbon, because you can always reuse it. So it seems like that's what I did with this one. Just go ahead and cut it. So we're just doing, oh, I did it again. Okay, so just measuring. Sorry, my light cut out again. I don't know if I should keep using this light. It's overheating. It's odd. So I'm just ducktailing these. Just using the ribbon that I saved from another project that I was working on. Just cutting 13 inches, and then I'm just ducktailing. Okay, so that's 3 for that one. And then again, we're cutting 9 of each one, okay? That's another tip. I do put the price on the ribbon that I pay for on the ribbon, so that way if you are doing, you're selling your wreaths, you can always keep track of how much each roll is. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I could ducktail these later, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6. I'm sorry, I'm counting. 7. 8. And 9. Just gonna go ahead and finish these. Go ahead and ducktail these. See how pretty this ribbon is? It's just so pretty. You can put this ribbon on just many designs, I think. And I got this ribbon from Craft Outlet. Okay. So never throw away ribbon. You can always use it on your next project. Go ahead and do this one. And then I'm going to fast forward my video so that way you don't have to watch me cut 13 of this single strips, okay? Now we're going to ducktail all your ribbons, okay? Or cut at an angle. It's really up to you. All I'm doing is trying to grab the end and just twist. Just trying to make sure they're all in the same. Whenever you're going to do these gathered together, you just want to make sure they're all at the very end so you're not cutting wrong. All right. Grab these. So you can cut these at an angle if you like. It's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and ducktail these. Actually, this ribbon with the lace at the end, I'm going to go ahead and just angle these. I don't know how they would look. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and do ducktail. See what it looks like. Yeah, that works. See how they work together? See the colors, how it all, you know, it reminds me, it's a farmhouse. A farmhouse is an everyday wreath, I think. Alrighty, we're all finished. Okay, so we're gonna clean that up real quick. Okay. So we have this ribbon, this ribbon. I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the, we're just gonna go ahead and keep, you could do this. It's up to you. If you were gonna do the same design, you can do that together. That's pretty. Or you can just go ahead and keep the green with the green. Also, we can just, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep the black with the black and the green with the sunflower ribbon, okay? So all you do is just take your ribbon and then just fold it like so. And then you're just gonna gather it in the middle. And then just gonna fluff it out like so. And then we're gonna put it in, untwist, put it in our wreath base. And then, like I said, you can cut these if you want, or you can just roll them. It's up to you. I'm going to, I think in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and do the X. Just fan them out like this. You could even do, honestly, if you wanted to just do this ribbon and the green ribbon with the sign, that would look really pretty too. You could just do that if you didn't want to add the black in it. all we're doing is the opposite side of each one, like this. We're just doing all the way around. I don't know if anybody wonders, but the reason I do my my wreaths like this, or with this angle on the camera and not showing myself, not because I'm trying to hide myself, it's just that you could just you can see it better instead of just straight ahead. I've noticed that in some videos that it's really hard to see. Just I like to look at it, and if you're, this is how, that's why I decided to do it just face down instead of just straight, where you can just watch me make the wreath. I mean, if this is how I do it, this is how I make my wreaths. And so I want to make sure that y'all are able to see how I do it instead of watching me, because the angle really matters, I think. I mean, I don't really talk a lot either when I'm making this wreath because I'm focusing. All right, so we got the top done. We're just going more here. All you do is gather. Place it in there. You know, you really don't even need a bow. I don't know if we're going to do a bow on this one. I'll think about it. I don't know if I'm going to, honestly, but all right, see how it's coming along? And let me go ahead and bring that sign out. And then we'll probably put the sign like this, like it's like maybe a little slanted, like, or maybe, yeah, we'll do a little slanted on this one. Okay, so it's gonna, so that way when they put it on their door, it'll be slanted. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna add sunflowers to this too. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start at the bottom. And I'm going to fast forward this part, so you already, since you already know how to put the ribbon on there, okay? right, we're done. Do you see how you just fluffing your ribbons? Okay, do you see that? That's, you see how we hid the gaps? Well, not that one, but how we can hide the gaps that are still showing from the, okay. I think we're gonna slant it like this. What do y'all think? Let me look. I don't want it straight across. You can if you like, but I'm gonna slant it like so, okay? So that's what we're gonna do, okay? So we're gonna prep it. I said before, if you're going to sell your wreaths, then I always leave this here just to show your customer what the product's made out of. But since this is not for a customer, like I said, I don't sell wreaths anymore, but I'm going to go ahead and remove it. You can remove it too if you like. It's up to you. Just cut the cord off. And take your pipe cleaners. You can do one here, one here, one here, or here. I'm only going to do the middle on this one. I'm only going to do here, okay? So let me go ahead and do that. I remember in my other video I said you could also add hot glue or glue, yeah, place some glue there to secure it better. My glue gun's not on yet, so I can't do that. Okay. Okay, remember I said I was gonna, okay, so let me go ahead and, I like it like this. Okay. So whenever you're angling, you're just gonna go through your mesh, and then you're gonna find one of the metal, part of your metal form, wreath form, and you're just gonna twist it. Okay, so let me see if I, see I went too far. Okay, redo it. So we're just gonna untwist and redo it. You can always flip those later. Let me see. I need to look at it. Do I want to slam it? No, I want to slam like this. It's too far. I have to back up a little bit to see. Yeah, there you go. That's how I want it. Okay, let's try that again. Watch me mess up again. Just go through the mesh. And then, oops, twist. Okay, go ahead. There. see it's slanted just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, here. Well, I'll show you when we're finished. But yeah, just slant it, or you can go straight across, up to you. I'm just fluffing my look at it. I think I have this one down a little too much. So you never want to, you don't want your sign to be in there. So you just want to put it down just a little bit. You don't want it squished. You don't want to squish your wreath. And that's what I was getting. I was getting a squished look wreath. Now that it's up, okay. There we go. So this is what it would look like. Actually, you know what? It's up to you. You can do it, you can see it, straight across, or you can... I think that's pretty. Yeah, that's good. All right, so we really don't need a bow, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a bow. We'll make a small one here, and then we'll put another one here, okay? All right, so I'm back. I was looking at the wreath, and I'll show you in a bit. With this ribbon, there's so many sunflowers on it that I don't think we don't really need any florals on it. I am going to put some Gerbers on there, just like maybe 3. And then I'll show you, and it's probably right in the middle too, because this already this pretty much, I mean, it's really pretty. So, I mean, I don't want to make it too busy. So I'm just going to do a small bow. It's going to be, I'm thinking it's just going to be 2, let's work, I don't know, let's figure it out together. I think it's just going to be 2 loops on each side, with just using those 3 and not the sunflower ribbon. So let's go ahead and do 10 inches, gather, place it down, twist, okay, and then we're gonna do, let's go ahead and still do the 6. I'm gonna have to get new another roll. Let's go ahead and do 6. Okay, do I want to do my go-to where I put my screamers up? Let me go ahead and just keep this down. We'll put this one on the bottom. Remember I said measure with your other tail, okay? Bring this down, okay? Then we're going to take the green one. Okay, measure 10 inches, bring it down, twist, We're doing 6 inches on your bow maker, or 12 inches if you're doing it by hand. We're going to keep this all the same and then bring it down. Let me go get the other one. Measure 10. You know what? This one I'm only going to do 1 loop. I'm going to make it smaller than this one, so we'll just do like a 4.5. Okay. All right, let me get my twist tie. You want to definitely use either, probably a black one on this one. Well, no, I'm going to use a gray one on this one. So just bring them down. Just fluff it. We're just fluffing it. Just work your tail down. Go ahead and cut it. Let's go ahead and ducktail this one. Okay, just a simple, actually this is just a simple bow that we're going to put that on there, okay? This is going to, let's see. So, see what I said? I just put like 3. I'm going to put this one here. Actually, I'm going to put it down here. We're going to take that out. Because I don't want to cover my sign. I may not put anything. This may be the only bow it has. It may just be a 1 bow wreath. Am I feeling a 1 bow wreath? I think so. Yes, I think we're just feeling a 1 bow wreath. That other flower, so this is a Gerber. Yes, that's sunflower. This is a Gerber, but it's okay. It's yellow. It matches. You can put a sunflower here if you want, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this down a little bit, and then I'm going to hot glue it here. I believe so. I may change my mind when I get it on the easel or the stand. So I'll be right back and to show you the final wreath, okay? All right, this is the final wreath or the final product. So I went ahead and put a Gerber here. Yes, I know it's not a sunflower, but you can put a sunflower here, here, and wherever you actually like. I will put one over here in the corner facing down, but I only did 1 bow on this one. You can certainly do another bow here, and then you can place your flowers around it. You can even put one here if you wanted. You know, there's just, I'll do a wreath where it shows you where you can put your flowers and your greenery. But this is a simple farmhouse wreath, I think. I like it. I think I'm done. I know I'm done. This is really, I like it. So, alrighty. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video and you want to see more, I will be putting up more videos. Please subscribe to my channel, and that way you're notified of my videos that pop up. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.